Bell UH-1 Iroquois. The name Bell is so very, very famous because the first of the medical evacuation helicopters went back to the Korean War with that Bell Model 47, Larry. How about these helicopters?
And so well maintained, and
you know, the guard maintainers are so good that they can be around a helicopter, even though they don't fly them. They're so responsible. They can hear something and know what's going on.
And the answer and the reason for that is experience. When you join the Guard and you learn how to do these things, you go to school and you come back, you're working alongside experienced people who are doing this because they want to. They're not in the Army to get away from town to do something else. They're there because they want to be there. They have the best training available, they have the best schools to go to, and they come back and here's a guy working next to you that's been doing it for 20 years. That's what experience is all about. That's why they're so well maintained.
All right, with a Humvee underneath it, take a look at the UH-60. Now, I can't tell you what a Humvee weighs, but I can tell you that the UH-60 is about 13,600 pounds, loaded up to 21,000 pounds, which means it's got incredible lifting capability provided by a 54-foot diameter rotor.
Driven by jet engines.
Two of them, as a matter of fact, GE jet engines. Now, we're going to see some hoist work here, Larry, and you know, the Bell Model 47, used in the Korean War. You saw the movie MASH, that's the one you saw. Well, Bell turned this particular helicopter into one of the most important tools of all of the Vietnam conflict.
That's the Huey, that's the UH-1E, and that's where the name Huey came from. UH-1E, and this is the latest version of it. That's 3 months now. We've got the guys from Rhode Island who are doing deployments in Panama and the Dominican Republic, where it's nice and warm. Let me think about this.
I gotcha.
Now that's excellent command structure.
Yes, indeed it is. CW4 Frank Palaio and Captain Josh Farrer are the pilots of that UH-1. Now listen to this. The crew chief, Sergeant Charles Drayton, the flight medic who is on the hoist, the specialist Todd Cody. But pilot CW4, Frank Palaio's last air show is this one today. He is 60 years old. He's going to retire. He started his military career as a medic in Vietnam in 1969, Aviation Regiment. Major John McDonald, he's at Wolfpack 2. Here comes Wolfpack 1, CW4 Mike Moran, Captain Matt Barlow, the crew chief, Staff Sergeant Chris Benson, and Sergeant John McCarthy. Wolfpack 2, Captain Chris Todd, Captain Dave Vargian, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. The crew chief is Sergeant Bobby Boudreau and Private First Class Alex Diaz. With the sling load coming Huey, he got rid of that Tim Wilson, and crew chiefs Staff Sergeant Paul Hanley and Sergeant Ed Poole. Now let me tell you a little bit more about this thing. As these helicopters are going by, they are doing such incredible work. Again, 4 months in the Dominican Republic. The UH-60 Blackhawk can carry up to 11 troops. And the reason I was mentioning so prominently the names of the crew chiefs is that when the helicopters go into a hover to either deploy troops or lift them up, it is the crew chief who tells the pilot to move forward, backward, left, right, up, or down, because the pilot just cannot see where he is.
Now wait a minute, are you telling me that crew chiefs are telling pilots where to go?
That's what I'm telling you.
No, that happens a lot. That happens quite often, as a matter of fact.
Well, you as a long-time guard guy know that the crew chiefs are the guys who really make things happen.
They're really the guys that run the airport. And a fine young officer better learn that about the first 4 hours of duty, or it's a long career.
Yes, indeed. Normally we'll carry 11 troops, and in an emergency situation they can actually carry up to 20 troops. It's got enough power to lift loads. Now look, now watch this. The pilots are taking off. The entire weight of the helicopter is being supported by that rotary wing. The pilots are very busy. The right hand is on a cyclic stick, like a joystick. Left, right, forward, back. The left hand is on another lever that comes by the left hip, called the collective, to go up and down and change the power set. And the feet are busy working the angle on the blade of the tail rotor. They are so busy that when they're flying at night, they cannot take their hands off the control to turn on a light, so they literally have what they call a lift light on the boom microphone, and they push their lower lip forward to turn on a light to see inside the cockpit. Cyclic goes forward. You can see the entire rotor disc tilting forward. Then what you'll see is the collective at the left hand will then be pulled up, so like the second helicopter, it's in a hover taxi right now, just about a foot off the ground. It's standing, let's see, I've heard it described, you talk about flying a helicopter, Larry, beating the air into submission. Hovering a helicopter is kind of like standing on a beach ball, rubbing your head and patting your tummy all at the same time.
I quit.
Me too.
Back to fixed wing.
I'm a fixed wing guy. I tried to hover a helicopter once. It was not a pretty sight.
Did they take the helicopter back home in a basket after you were done flying?
No, they grabbed the controls back long before I got that
Smart idea. That's a smart idea. Moving the wing through the air to create the lift on the top surface of the wing. With a helicopter, you swing the wing around. So you're still moving a wing through the air, and air flows across the top of the wing, and it creates lift that actually pulls the helicopter up.
Here come all four. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the 1st Battalion, 126th Aviation Regiment, Alpha Company, Wolfpack 1, 2, and 3, and the UH-1 Medevac, the 249th Medical Detachment Air Ambulance. Give them away, everybody! They are your neighbors, they are your friends, and they are serving our country in the Army National Guard. Look at that. I am so blown away by the huge crowd we have here this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out, even though you weren't sure what the weather was going to be.
Rob, you're going to find something that I have found over the last 18 shows, the last 17 years of being here with you folks, that you guys are the best